is what? The Renaissance Man. There's a guy by the name of South Bay Mike. We call him that because he's from South Bay in San Diego, California. Mike Kellerman is his name. He's a great guy. Has an incredible story. I'm going to tell you about some of it in just a second. First, noblegoldinvestment.com at www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. Here's the hard truth. Every 6 years, your dollar is losing half of its value. What? It's true. That means $100,000 6 years from now will only be worth about $50,000. You got to do something to protect the value. And one way to do that is to have precious metal. Gold, the biblical currency, has stood the test of time, guys. And if you have $100,000 worth of gold today, 6 years from now, it'll probably be worth $200,000. That's the difference in having your money in the stock market or in a savings account, but in a precious metal. Gold has stood the test of time. It doesn't go down. It gradually continues to go up. Right now it's exploded because the dollar's down. Prices are up, the dollar's down. There's only one simple way to protect the value of your savings, and that is with a gold or silver IRA. And here's what I want you to do. Go to www.pastorpaulgold.com or call them on the phone at 877-646-5347 and tell them Pastor Paul sent you there. And tell them where you're at in your life cycle, where you're at in your situation, and let them give you some good, friendly advice and help you through it, okay? No pressure there. Good people. God bless you. At www.pastorpaulgold.com. Now, let me just tell you what's going on. There's a guy by the name of Mike Kellerman, the South Bay Mike, man. I mean, this guy's incredible, okay? Let me flip the phone. Let me show you here. Here he is. This is him, South Bay Mike. There he is. He's backstage. There's a concert going on right there, POD. He traveled and toured with them for 15 years. But Mike is a whole lot more than that. He's incredible. Besides being a faithful supporter and friend of our ministry, and he went with me to Israel. He helped me set up the San Diego conference I did last year, and he helped me set up the Honolulu conference last year in Hawaii. Besides just being an all-around great guy, he's a Renaissance man. First of all, surviving cancer. He came down with a very rare type of cancer at the age of 5, where he went unbelievable amounts of surgeries and procedures and experiments. Sonny, back there on the microphone from POD, was his friend. At the age of 5, they were friends and have been friends for life. Sonny showed him respect. And when he would go back to school after having surgeries on his mouth and his throat, Sonny always befriended him when no one else would. Mike never forgot. Mike was the only child at the age of 5 to have this very rare type of cancer. Over 200 doctors studied his case. It's a miracle of God. But besides surviving all of that, Mike is an incredible tattoo artist. He's one of the best in the world. He does tattoos on celebrities, professional golfers, musicians, sports figures, actors. I mean, it's incredible. Lots of celebrities want him to do their tattoos because they're so phenomenal. And I'm going to show you some of that. But this podcast, today, we're doing a great podcast with him, an interview with him, myself and my son, Paul Jr. It's over at the Paul Begley podcast, YouTube channel, or you can listen to it on Spotify or Amazon Music or iHeartRadio or everywhere podcasts are found. My brand new podcast called Paul Begley Podcast. It's myself and my son, Paul Jr., and sometimes Bart and sometimes Heidi. And, we all jump in, but it's a great podcast. This interview is fantastic with him, and you don't want to miss it. Matter of fact, can I just play a little short? Can I just play a little short on this? Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah. Well, first of all, here's some of his tattoo. Here's the tattoo. Here's one of the tattoos he did on somebody. Okay. incredible, incredible artistic ability. And I think, let me see. I think I might have another one here. Let's see. Yeah. Wow. Check this out. And he did a great one on Israel Hall and some other people. You know, here's another tattoo. Wow. Are you serious? Okay. So very artistic and capable of, I've seen some of his with the cross, 3 crosses, Christ. I've seen incredible people, who passed away and they want a picture of their loved one or whatever. Just an incredible world class. And then while he's tattooing, he has an RV where he travels around. He's sharing the good news of Jesus Christ with people, and people are being saved. He meets all kinds of people from all walks of life. Matter of fact, let's just listen to it. It's going to be tonight. The podcast goes live at 6 p.m. tonight. Every Tuesday night, interviewing a lot of different people. Every Tuesday night at 6 p.m., the podcast goes live. You can actually be in the chat room, be chatting. I'll be in the chat room chatting with you. Sometimes Paul Jr. will be there too, both of us. We'll be live. You'll be right there watching this. Let's check it out now. I'm going to play a little short here.
I am a tattoo artist through and through. I'm not just a fly-by-night tattooer. Right. It is who I am. I'm a solid believer and follower of Christ first, but that's what He's given me.
That's your tool. That opens the door.
That's what I am.
And you use that as a great tool to also minister to people, and you get the opportunity to meet a lot of different people, different types of people.
I've had hundreds of people come to Christ in the studio.
Yeah.
So play that again.
I am a tattoo artist through and through. I'm not just a fly-by-night tattooer. Right. It is who I am. I'm a solid believer and follower of Christ first, but that's what He's given me.
That's your tool. That opens the door.
That's what I am.
And you use that as a great tool to also minister to people, and you get the opportunity to meet a lot of different people, different types of people.
I've had hundreds of people come to Christ in the studio.
Yeah.
So yeah, and let me play another one for you here. Here's another short about his cancer.
I was diagnosed with what's called mucoepidermal carcinoma of the hard and soft palate. I was the only child in the United States to have it. And so they were astonished that somebody 5 years old would have this. So we started the whole process, and it was a week of just going in and out. And then I went, and they had this interview panel for the doctor that I just got. And it was 200 doctors from all over the nation. I am a tattoo artist through and through. I'm not just a fly-by-night tattooer. Right. It is who I am. I'm a solid believer and follower.
But I want to play that again about his cancer.
I was diagnosed with what's called mucoepidermal carcinoma of the hard and soft palate. I was the only child in the United States to have it. And so they were astonished that somebody 5 years old would have this. So we started the whole process, and it was a week of just going in and out. And then I went, and they had this interview panel for the doctor that discovered it. And it was 200 doctors from all over the nation.
Yeah, so he survived. He'll tell you the story. It's an incredible story. But he's a Renaissance man. You'll find out. Besides being a world-class tattoo artist and a survivor of one of the rarest cancers ever on a child, his golf game is unbelievable. He's a scratch golfer. He could be professional. That's how good he is at. And his cooking abilities as a chef are the best. Look, I've eaten steak in different steakhouses all across America, okay? And I'm talking some of the best. When I used to travel in sales, I used to eat at some of the best steakhouses. I'd be taken there, people would take me there for dinner. Telling this guy made the best ribeye ever. So he's just an incredible. How can you be good at everything? Well, he's an overcomer, and he has Christ. And of course, he is part of the POD band that was a world-class band, and they traveled all around the world. And of course, they love Jesus Christ, and they want to make a difference in people's lives. Find out all about this stuff. It's going to be, I mean, you will be stunned by this interview that Paul Jr. and I do. Go to the Paul Begley podcast channel on YouTube, okay? And go. Yeah, I want to thank you guys because we needed to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we were at 775 subscribers last week. I think you could help us out. You took us to over 1,000 subscribers on the Paul Begley podcast channel. Now we're pushing to try to move up closer, even closer to 2,000. If you haven't subscribed, go do that. Just up on that search bar, go to the Paul Begley, just type in Paul Begley Podcast, Paul Begley Podcast. Find that channel, subscribe, and we will be live tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. That channel goes live, Paul Begley Podcast. You can be in the chat room and enjoy it, chatting with one another. I'll be in the chat room with you guys live, chatting with you. So God bless you. And let's keep pushing and moving, get people saved. We got to get people to Jesus Christ. We got to get people born again. We're running out of time. I'm broadcasting live from New York today. God bless you. Are you serious? I'll be back with some more current world events, things happening right now. Got to tell you about it. You won't believe it. We're living in the end times. Are you serious? We're running out of time.